So I was ironing my toilet paper when I thought, I wonder how the Storm Connections marketing is going. It's bad. It's really bad. From the very start, it feels like they're trying to convince everyone that this game is not a remake, it's not a collection, it's something brand new. And this should not be a struggle. I mean, if you're putting out a remaster or a remake, you can usually be pretty upfront about it and people know what they're gonna get, but with Connections, it feels like they're telling you it's a new game, but they're showing you something that very much looks like Storm 4. But at this point, everyone's seen the drama. We got people on both sides of the fence trying to defend what they think the game will be, and we're so split right now because Bandai is telling us one story, but it's showing us another. It's the old show don't tell, right? If you tell us that something is new, but what we see looks old, we're not gonna believe you. And this has been the discussion ever since the announcement 2 months ago. How is this still not settled? And it's simple. Storm Connections is failing hard at everything they're doing, and the way they could fix it is so simple it hurts. Just like our sponsor, Gamer Subs. A little spoon into a tub of water, shake it, and you've got a delicious sugar-free, 0 calories drink. It's so simple! My favorite flavor is still Misfits Melon, but if you're looking for something new, Red Raspberry is insanely good too. Or maybe you're one of those guys that would rather have some anime girl thighs or titty milk. Yep, they got those too. And since a single spoon is enough for a bottle this big, this whole drink cost me about 35 cents, which is gonna beat any soda or energy drink that you can find out there. Plus, they're giving you a free cup no matter which flavor you buy, and most flavors have both an energy option if you want to get through your day with a stable stream of energy, and also a caffeine-free version if all you want to do is enjoy the flavor. And I swear to you, I am not exaggerating when I say that this has become my favorite drink of all time. So if you want to try it out, code Globku at checkout will give you a 10% discount on anything you buy. The link is down below, and thank you Gamer Subs for sponsoring this video. Now, where were we? Storm Connections has been fighting against this narrative that it is not a new game. It's the old stuff recycled, and the way you fight against this idea is very simple. Show us something new. And they've done that. After the first trailer came out, they revealed 2 new characters, Barrier Mode Naruto and the new Sasuke. And we were able to see uncut gameplay for the very first time. And yeah, it still looked like Storm 4 with better graphics. So technically that trailer didn't do them any favors in that narrative department. A lot of people still looked at this and said, nah, this is Storm 4 DLC. And that's fair, but I feel like those takes were drowned out in the character hype. Those complaints still existed, but more people were excited to look at these new characters, to see their movesets and their animations. It was way more common to see people excited about this new game than concerned about it. And this was the first time this ever happened since the announcement. Because suddenly, looking at this game, even if it was the same as Storm 4, we're seeing something new in a game that we love, or used to love at the very least, and that is exciting. So now that Bandai and CC2 have shifted the narrative and figured out finally that character hype is gonna bring back the hype to this game, what do they do next? They released another bad trailer. The NarutTop 99 was a worldwide character popularity poll being held in celebration of Naruto's 20th anniversary. This was a big investment and was advertised for months, trying to collect as many votes as possible. To what end exactly? My paranoid brain thinks that this is market research. They're putting the Boruto anime and the Boruto manga on hiatus, trying to figure out what direction to take, and they're gonna use this popularity poll to help them. They didn't say this, that's just what I think happened. But regardless of that, it's something they've been pushing very aggressively and have gathered more than 4 million votes. How did Sakura get top 3s beyond me? How did Kakashi's dad make top 10? That's insane. I don't know how legit these results are. Regardless, 4 million votes is a lot of votes. And Storm Connections thought, you know what? Let's partner up and release a new trailer. So they put out a trailer featuring every character from the top 20 list, except Kakashi's dad because he's not playable. And we're also going to pretend like Might Guy and Hidan are not numbers 21 and 24 here. But whatever, cool collaboration. Let's show the popularity poll using in-game footage, using those characters because most of them are playable anyway. And on its own, this trailer is absolutely fine. But when all you've shown so far is the announcement trailer and 2 new characters gameplay, fans are hungry for news. They want to see what else this game is offering, and this trailer is not giving them that at all. This trailer brought back the narrative that this is just a Storm 4 remaster. When they finally started moving away from that, they failed once again, taking a step back, but that's not all. One of the main things that this version brings is updated graphics. Even on that department, I don't understand why they're only releasing 1080p trailers. We have 4K footage for this game. Can you find any of that 4K footage in Bandai's channel? No, it's only available on the PlayStation channel and only for the announcement trailer. Why is this Barrier Mode versus Sasuke gameplay not in 4K? I mean, just look at the difference this makes. This you're watching right now is a 1080p video, and we're gonna show you Dragon Ball FighterZ at 1080p resolution with the resolution scaling at 75. This is how the game runs on PlayStation 4. And now let's do a side by side. Here's Dragon Ball FighterZ running at 4K resolution with scaling at 100. Fighters can go even higher than that if we want, but even then, this side by side should be very noticeable for you. And this is a 1080p video. So don't give me that excuse that people don't see the difference because they don't have 4K screens. I don't care if you're watching this video on a TV or if you're watching it on your phone, the difference between these two games side by side should be noticeable. And in game, the difference is even more astounding when it's right in front of you and not in a video, because looking at fighters once again, you can zoom in like crazy without any loss of quality. It looks fantastic. Look at the definition of these lines. It blew my mind at the time, going from fighters on PS4 to fighters with maximum graphics on PC. I think Storm fans are gonna feel exactly that once this game comes out. But for some reason, they're not selling that. They're just posting gameplay and this popularity trailer in 1080p, not even showcasing one of the main changes this game is bringing. It's worse, actually, because the popularity trailer had these really bad colors in some scenes. You wanna know why? They didn't turn off HDR. When you record gameplay with HDR on, it looks like this. It's ugly as hell. So they recorded their own game with HDR footage. They looked at this and said, yeah, it's fine. No need to record again. I have fixed and re-recorded smaller mistakes on my tiny YouTube channel's videos. Just my videos. I release around 4 videos every week. A mistake like this in one of those videos probably wouldn't be a big deal, but I still think I should put in the effort and I re-record when something looks this bad. In Storm's case, we're talking about the second trailer that you ever put out for your game. How did this footage make it through? I do not understand. Storm Connections needs a quick change of direction for their marketing. They need to change how they're presenting the game, and they need to stop posting things that reinforce this narrative that this is just a Storm 4 remaster. And I think what they need to do is very simple. 1, more gameplay trailers. Character trailers or gameplay with new characters has shown that they have the ability to shift the narrative. So whenever people talk about connections, they're not talking about how the game looks the same as before, they're talking about how cool the new characters look and feel. And capturing a small gameplay clip like what they've done for Baryon Mode and Sasuke is not a lot of work, assuming the characters are ready to be shown, of course. But with the game coming out later this year, I would wager that most of the new characters are actually done at this point. And number 2, show us what is new when you make a new trailer. No more dumb collaborations like the NarutTop 99. When you show your game in a trailer next time, you need to have new information. You've said that story mode is going to be new and different. Great, then show us what's new. These small snippets that you've shown in the announcement trailer are not good enough, because you're either showing cutscenes, showing a versus battle that we could just play in Storm 4 right now, or showing a boss fight that we have played before. Now, I think it's fine if they recycle some stuff for the new story mode, but if you don't show us what is new, then I'm gonna start siding with the haters. I'm gonna start assuming that you actually have nothing new to show. I mean, you're not gonna do the Shukaku boss fight from the first game, are you? You've changed it, so just give us a taste of that, for instance. On the other hand, outside of story mode, show us what the new mechanic is. Every new Storm game received something new. The substitution bar for generations, counterattacks for Revolution, leader switch for Storm 4. What is the big new thing that Storm Connections is bringing? That single piece of information will reframe everything you've shown so far and everything you will show in the future. If people can see something new in the battle system, then the whole conversation changes. What else can they show? New online features. Do you have any online features? You don't have any new online features, do you? Fans are right to be concerned. If you look at the history of Storm games, you look at how it lost features from game to game. So you need to convince us that this new game is the real deal and not a quick cash grab. And for as much as competitive players are taking these trailers apart and saying, yeah, there are new types of knockdown and the gameplay system has changed, the truth is these changes don't matter. I'm not even talking about the casual audience. They shouldn't matter for the competitive audience either, because the stuff that has changed so far is so small that it could have been a balance patch. Yes, the impact is going to be huge because it's going to change how you play the game a little bit, but it's not a whole new system that justifies a sequel. We're still waiting on that announcement. And until that happens, their narrative is not going to go away. And honestly, it's taken them way too long to tell us what it is already. The bad word of mouth keeps spreading, and the longer it takes them to correct course, the more sales they will lose in the meantime. And that's why I think Naruto Storm Connections is failing at everything they're doing. That said, I think part of this community is just straight up wrong and refusing to look at the evidence that this is in fact a new game, and it's actually way bigger than you think. If you want to know more about that, check out this video right here. And don't forget to check out your gamer subs. The link is down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.